What's up, everybody? It's your boy. You already know what it is. You already know right off the rip before we start. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy and checking me out. And as you're seeing by the thumbnail and the description, you already know what it is. We got Hatclub in the building with their latest release, which is the gun pack. So, of course, you already know your boy had to step in there and pick up a couple of them joints. And then we got one just, from some of their, regular releases, that they had throughout the week and everything. But what y'all are here to see is the much anticipated gun pack. There was definitely a whole lot of, as they say, panic around them. A whole lot of, I need to get this, I need to get that. So it definitely was a big release. And we got a couple of them joints here for y'all to look at. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know me, I just grabbed what was, what fits my criteria in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff, and particularly in the gun pack, they had a couple of bright colored joints, and y'all know me, I'm kind of skeptical when it comes to some of the brighter colors because, one, I just don't think I look that good in them, and two, I just don't have a lot of stuff that goes with it, you know what I'm saying? And the whole point of having a collection of what you like is having a collection of stuff that you actually wear that fits your fashion and your criteria, which is what I do. Because if I just sat here and bought a bunch of stuff that made no sense, it would just be sitting and collecting dust that I would never wear, and I'd probably be mad at myself about it. So with that being said, we're going to jump into this. Got Hatclub, got the much anticipated gun pack. We're going to bust these open and see how they look in the hand, and we're going to get into them, man. Let's go. We're going to hit you with that good intro, and we're going to pop them open. You already know what it is. Like I said, man, we're going to jump right into them. You already know, no hesitation. The first one, like I said, we're going to get into. This one was just a regular drop that released during the week that pretty much, in my opinion, was a much, I have been looking for it, and this is one of those ones, they changed it up. This particular hat released on a couple of sites already, but one thing Hatclub did, which they do with a lot of stuff, they put their little touch on it and just made it a little bit better by changing the undervisor, because when this drop came out on a bunch of other sites, everybody, typical what they do, they took it from one side, slapped it on another side, slapped it on another side, but they kept it the same color. Hatclub, with the initiative that they did, they took the same structure hat, but then they changed the undervisor up. So, with that being said, at first, I was going to grab it on the normal release, missed out on it like twice, but like they say, everything happens for a reason, because when they dropped it, they pretty much dropped it with an infrared undervisor, and this one is the infrared UV White Sox 75th anniversary in black. Now, we've seen this hat all over the place. Bunch of other sites dropped it, but the one thing they didn't do, which I love that Hatclub did, is they took it upon themselves and they changed the undervisor to infrared. Now, they could have just as easily kept it as the regular red that you see in the actual hat there. See that there? See that, right? And I actually bought this one because I was mad at first I didn't get this one. So I wind up copping this one with the navy with the red under. Then they wind up re-releasing this one right here, but they changed the undervisor. That's why I say sometimes on some of these drops, if you miss, don't worry about it. Sometimes you can get, maybe you can get lucky with some of these sites and they'll re-drop the hat. Maybe they'll re-drop it the same, but for the most part, they'll re-drop it and then they may put a twist on them. I mean, you just never know. So with the most part, that being said, like how I have this one with the red under, now I got this one with the infrared under, which is the original style that I actually wanted that I didn't get. So, got it from a good company, actually put a little twist on it, and gave you a little something different. So now I got an infrared, plus I got a regular red UV. So, definitely makes the difference. And this side patch, man, I think is a hell of a side patch in my opinion. Comiskey Park, 75 years. Love how the little White Sox, man, came out down here. Everything, the quality and the detail on it is definitely A1. So the side patch definitely does the hat justice. Then, now you may see I'll call it a definite, the gold barrier around the circle there. You don't have much gold on the hat, but then again, therefore, if you have the gold here and you keep your sticker on, you might match it up there. But I love how it outlines the patch and it makes the patch stand out. Then everything else here with the clean black dome, got the tonal new era. Of course, the white guess is going to make everything stand out. So I'm not mad at that. They used it. It worked out the way they used it. So it definitely makes the whole hat kind of, you know, fit the whole, the tonal they were going as far as the colors. And I love the way the UV makes it stand out, because if you match this with the right pair of kicks and you get that look, it'll definitely make the hat pop more. So definitely glad I waited on this. Like I said, sometimes if you miss out, don't wait. I mean, don't worry rather, because sometimes they will drop these again, and even if it's on a different site. But the fact is, I mean, I waited, I was mad, but then I wound up getting the hat with that little special extra up under there. Now, would I preferred it with a red under? I mean, yeah, because I mean, it's a white size, it has the red trim that's white, but am I mad about the infrared under? Not at all, because you definitely want it to stand out, and with this infrared under, they gonna know where you got it. It's going to give it that special kick. It's going to give it that special look. So I'm not mad at them for putting out a product and then putting their own little twist on it to making it stand out more, because that's what the game is about. I mean, what's the point if you're going to take something somebody else did and make it the same when you could put a little touch of extra on there and make it look good? So not mad at them. I actually applaud them for it. Got the indented battered man on there. You already know how I feel about the indented battered man. So that's definitely the way to go in my book. So not mad at that at all. So definitely a good pickup on the socks hat. Definitely glad I was able to grab it. And like I said, not mad that I have it in that style with the infrared under, because it does give that hat that little extra and hits it out of the park. So definitely a good move with them putting a little twist on that one, in my opinion. Now, let me give y'all what y'all here to see. Gonna get into this gum pack. Definitely couldn't wait to get into these. They've already hit some of the social media sites. There's some people that they already picked them up out over in NoHo, and if you were able to pick them up in store. So we're going to break into these and see what they looking like right here in hand. Now, of course, each one in the gum pack goes to a specific pack of gum. Like I said, me personally, I didn't do too much of the brighter colors, because I'm just not really that, you know, unless it just hits me over the head and it's like a must have, like I have to have it no matter what. That's one thing. But me, I stay pretty much, you know, true to my roots and true to the colors that I actually deal with every day, as you see. Now, for this Yankees, a lot of people might call this plain. Some people. Now, I'm glad they went with the gray under on this. And like I said, if you heard me in previous videos, I'm a sucker for a good 99 patch on a Braves or a Yankees hat. Now, this one is supposed to signify, I'm assuming, the big red cinnamon bubblegum. And I like it. I'm here for it. It may give you like the plain red Yankees that come out all over the place. I'm glad they went with the regular gray under to make it stand out. You got your 99 patch. You got your black guts under there. Me, personally, I don't have a lot of Yankees just coming into now with the 99 patch on them. I just now been, you know, grabbing a lot of them. So having a red Yankees with a 99 patch was a no-brainer for me. Plus, like I said, I'm a sucker for a New York Yankees hat with a 99 plus an all red with a good gray under. Because like I said, sometimes you got to keep it regular just to go with the fit. So since this doesn't have a color under, has a nice gray under, you can throw this on with some good retro 1s, 3s, 4s. I mean, pretty much whatever in a good OG colorway, because you have the red on here to knock that out of the park. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it works just to have a regular dome with a nice cap, and you can't beat it. So like I said, this one is to signify the big red gum. Not bad at all. Good 99 patch. Got your indented batter man on the back. Can't tell if that's red or black, but it does look like black. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't tell if that one is navy in there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be black, because if it's supposed to signify big red, I mean, the pack of gum was pretty much red, white, and black, so had to make sense, like I said. Too bad people don't do black undervisors. I know that's like a thing. Me, I don't care. My thing is, if the hat look good, I'm rocking it. I don't care what undervisor it is personally, so you know what I'm saying? Or they could have just made it some kind of way, just a little bit more. I heard some people say they should have thrown a yellow under here, but that wouldn't have stuck with the big red tradition as far as the pack of gum. So that probably wouldn't have worked. So taking it as is like this, I'm thinking it's the best way to keep the gum regular as far as making it match the pack of the gum. So this was pretty much the only way they can go with it, and not mad at that, because keeping it with a gray under will keep you to be able to rock it pretty much with anything in this colorway span, which is white, red, black, which is pretty much, you know, your OG Jordan colorway. So definitely makes sense on this one. Now, this one here is the one that I anticipated the most, that I couldn't wait to see in hand, and it did not disappoint at all. Make sure I get the description of this one. This one is the Cubs Wrigley Field 94. This thing is nice. Now, at first when I seen it, I just thought, you know, I seen it making rounds on certain social media pages. I thought the blue on top of the blue, it probably wouldn't work. Now, I'm assuming this is going for the winter fresh pack of gum. And, man, the pictures didn't do this thing justice, man. This thing is beautiful. I love that under visor. It's not really a light blue under, but like almost like a winter under, like the winter fresh pack of gum. This one was the must-have. I think, personally, this was the bust out of the gum pack, in my opinion. That's why I have y'all to comment down below. But to me, this is the winner out of the gum pack, personally, in my opinion, just because of everything, how it comes out with the front logo, the side patch. I mean, everything goes flawless down to the indented Batterman. I mean, everything on here, as far as the description, the look, I mean, everything on the side patch, I think that came out A1 in my opinion. Got your tone on New Era. And of course, the only way to go with this one was Black Gus. I think the white would have threw it off a little bit, although it wouldn't hurt if it would have had it. I mean, in my opinion, like I said, keeping the winter fresh, they pretty much was open to choice on that. They could have went with white. It would have still looked good because it still had enough white to contrast having the white Gus on here to make that contrast, that make it actually work. But they went with the black, but it still works because of what they were going for. Because it's still with black under here and all the colors being more of a dark tone, it still works out personally. Like I said, I think this one is the winner out of the pack. Let me know what you think down below. Me personally, it was a no-brainer not to go for they had the spearmint, and of course they had the one going for juicy fruit, because all they did New York and the Cubs with these versions. But to me personally, out of the Yankees and out of the Cubs one, to me, these were the two best in there. And like I said, I'm not really into too much of the more brighter colors. So the juicy fruit and the spearmint were probably going to be no-goes for me, which is why I chose these two. And I think as far as in the winter fresh for the Cubs, this one hands down was the winner. Then as far as the big red in both of them, I think this one was the winner because, I mean, with a 99 patch, it just knocked it out of the park. Like I said, those are just my opinions on them. That's why I got y'all to hit me in the comments to let me know what y'all think. And that's the pickups, man. I'm going to leave it to y'all. Let me know what y'all think. This gun pack, it came out guns blazing. You got your New York 99. You got your Cubs Wrigley Field. Me personally, I think these were the best two out of each side in the bunch. Let me know what you think down below. And just to give y'all one more recap, then we got the White Sox that released with the infrared under. To me, this is definitely a winner because, like I said, I do have a pair of the Red October Yeezys, and I think this would go with that. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's why I actually was thinking when I seen this and they were releasing this with the red, the infrared under. That's actually the first thing I thought of were my Red October. So yeah, those definitely might get some run with that. But like I said, that's what I got for y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hey, it's always the next one. I'm gonna see y'all in it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments of the pickups. Let me know what y'all think about the gun pack, period. Let me know if y'all was able to grab them. Because shockingly, some of these sat for a little while. Some of them more, and I think it was more the brighter color ones that sat for a while, but inevitably still did sell out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it took a little longer than most thought they would fly out, but the regular colors, those flew off. The more hyperescent and the more vibrant colors, like I said, the juicy for the spearmint, sat for a little bit. They weren't going to sit long, though, you know what I'm saying? So let me know if you was able to cop. Let me know what you think about them. I'm going to get up out of here, man. You already know what it is. I'm going to see y'all in them comments. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, man. You already know I appreciate y'all rocking me. Even if y'all don't do that, man, jump in them comments. I'm going to see y'all in there, man. Until the next video, it's your boy. I'm going to get up out of here, man. I'm going to holler at y'all.